You mentioned like in your training sessions, you can provide some like mental mindset. What's your mindset playing fighting game in general? Maybe we
Oh, you
can
want
talk
like
about that.
some mental
Uh,
game,
like,
like mental advice?
yeah,
So there was a study done a while ago when it came to athletes. This is like a year-old study. Like this is from like 2010, 2011. It still holds a lot of value to this day. This is like the confidence level. It's at the absolute highest it will ever be. And what they found is over time, the longer you play in a competitive field, the slower it goes, like the bigger it goes down essentially over time. So you're gonna hit a massive plummet of realization. This right here, this phase, is basically when people attend their first tournament ever. This is where they will fucking start to plummet by a lot because they will get humbled in ego. So their confidence will go from like, oh, I'm the best at this game to I'm fucking dog shit. And over time, this is where most people, a solid 99% of the player base, stop playing or take the game seriously. I'm looking at you, Chad. This is where a majority of people will stop playing the game and quit, or continue playing the game and just be like, yeah, I will never be the best. I give up. No, these people are just too good. The people that persevere, though, on the other hand, will get it all back in time. They will actually get it higher than ever, like than before. So this is basically the stage where you reach it. Now, the only way to get through this graph is to lose every fucking day of your life. That's literally what I do for a living. I lose in video games for a living. I just up the rate I win while I progress. You know? The way how I see it is the fattest fucking losers will ultimately be winners in the end. Because if you just lose for years on end against somebody who is significantly stronger than you and you learn from him every day, at some point the gap starts to close. And it's not that far off anymore. Maybe a record that was 1,000 to 1 in a year ends being 1,000 to 100. That's
yeah,
massive
that's what.
progress. The one thing that I'm trying to tell you with this, because this graph obviously doesn't tell you shit, like right now, it doesn't give you any merit. What I'm trying to tell you with all of this is that if you want to pick up a sport, a game, or any activity that you want to be competitive at and have a drive to become better, you need to familiarize yourself with the fact that you will lose every fucking day and it will be painful every fucking day. It will be mad uncomfortable. You will never be comfortable until you reach your goal. This is why I love losing though. Losing is like my favorite activity when playing. When it's friendlies and like I actually learn something. Like usually in tournament, of course, there's like emotions that get in the way where you're like, fuck, I'm still not good enough. But my mentality when it comes to losing is I appreciate the fact that I'm still not at my highest potential. Because if I lose, that means there's still more for me to go. And that to me is fucking sick. Because I'm already at such a good point, but I still lose to players in this game. Like, I'm not the best player in the world. I think I'll reach the best player in the world in a couple months. I think I will get there. But right now, I'm not there yet. I'm still in the cusp. Like, I'm in the cusp of becoming the best. And because of that, it shows me, like, when I play against, like, Latif or Skill or somebody who just is better than me, it shows me how much there's still left to do and how much, like, better I can get. And I think even if you're at the very, very tippity top, there's still more things to go for and aim for. The only thing that stops you usually is just laziness, where you just like content because you start winning all the time. And that slow growth builds a massive fucking character around you because you're just not gonna like get fast results and like build ego real quick. It will actually get you there. Now, the problem is like when it comes to getting better with playing players who are significantly better than you, you still have to realize either why you're losing or have that person help you or somebody outside of that, which is why coaching is so good, help you realize why exactly you're losing. So this is basically how we started Arthur, right? Like you sent me a replay of you,
Yeah,
somebody who was significantly better than you, didn't know what the fuck to do, and now like you already are beating that person 4 games more than you were usually, even though they're like a lot better still. Like the progress is there though, essentially. Quick little reminder to the funny people in this chat room. I do offer coaching sessions in general. For one, Twitch subs get 10% off, so if you subscribe to me on Twitch, you do get a discount on this. So you can check out the website and you can see the prices for yourself. I do have very cheap options which are $15 or regular coaching sessions which are $60. Really depends on what your profit, like, not your profit, what your margin is that you are willing to spend. I basically have it all. Like I have like super cheap to like very expensive.